Hello everyone, my name is Glory Prospect and I am a relationship therapist. Let's say I am that person who is gifted to heal the heart of many. So I decided to bring that gift to the benefit of as many as possible. So this platform is actually designed to take care of relationship, most especially marital relationship. So, and I know that sometimes there are things that is heavying you, there are some burdens you would want a private discussion, you want to share privately. That is why we came here to provide that platform where you can share your need, your burden to someone, to a right person. Because one thing is to share your burden to someone, and one thing to share to the right person. So we are here, we are that right person that you can share your burden with, your marital challenges, your relationship challenges. So that is why I decided to bring my contact to this platform so that you can always reach to me anytime, most especially during a WhatsApp platform. And from WhatsApping, then we can actually decide which time to call and all that. So the number is 081 61 82 63637. Let me come again. 081 61 82 3637. So that is the contact, 081 61 82 3637. Always call us and share your need. We are here for you. Like we were talking yesterday in our last video, I made mention of a particular topic I want us to discuss today. How can you neglect a situation when your husband or your man is cheating on you as a woman? How do you neglect such situation? We talked about two different kind of women in the house. We have the working class type and we have the housewife. As a working class person, it's more easier enough to ignore such situation. Like in our last video, we are talking about that every situation you're facing in this life, the first solution you should go for is to pray. But most times we all know that our prayer is like a seed we plant and we wait for it to grow up and germinate so we can harvest. And so many Christians today speak ill against God because of the time they're expecting their request to come is not coming that fast. Our God is a miracle doer, not a magic doer. So that is why we are talking about how you can work on your cycle while praying. As a working woman, you have more chances to control your psychological traumas because of this situation. Because it's not actually easy for a woman to watch and face such troubles in her marriage. A woman can actually withstand anything, but when it comes to cheating on her, it has a lot to do with your body, your psychological, your feelings, your emotions, everything is affected. You feel weak. No matter how strong you are as a woman, you feel so weak in every way. Whereas if you're working, it's more easier for you to go out there, meet friends, have some discussions, forget some issues and all that. Try to ease off your body, focus in things that matters to you more, focus in things you love doing, focus in things you desire when you feel alive while doing. Take care of your children. By the time you do all this and by the time you come back home every day, finish the rest of the things you have to do in the house, it's already too late. And then you get so tired to sleep and wake up in the morning and you continue while you are praying and waiting for the answers to your prayer. Because you have tried every means, you've engaged friends, the people your husband actually respects, to talk to him and he's not listening. No, we all make mistakes, but he found out that his own case is not a mistake. He actually knows what he's doing and he's enjoying doing it without thinking of how you're feeling. Then find a way to distract yourself and pray. While you're praying, find a way to distract yourself so that your cycle can actually be in place. But then we talk about a housewife. What happens to the housewife? How did they go through this kind of trauma? Being that you shut yourself up from morning till the night, he will come back with no care. He requests for his food, you give him food, you go to bed. When you try to put up a discussion, he ignore you. If you try to enforce it, he scold you like you are nothing and abuse you. How do you go through this trauma? So many women have lost their life in this kind of situation because actually we know that feelings, if you have ever felt such thing before, you know that feeling is killing. That feeling is capable to seize your breath. That feeling is capable to make you crazy. So how do you go through it as a housewife? That is why I always talk about it's the most dangerous thing in life, in marital cases, is for a woman to be a housewife. That is the danger, the most dangerous thing you can ever think of doing. It's very dangerous. Being a housewife causes you a lot. You may enjoy it for 6 months of your marriage. You may enjoy it for 1 year of your marriage. But I tell you, 2 years to 3 years and onward of your marriage, it will backfire. Never you think of being a housewife. If you're preparing to go into marriage, I advise you set yourself in order. You set yourself in order. But now we are talking about people that have already found themselves in such situation. What do? You know, in life, there are some certain situations we face that is actually a crushing moment for us. Crushing is like a process. It's like a situation that processes us to our greatness. The crushing moment is a situation of a process in our life to our greatness. There is always greatness lying right there in your crushing period. But it's all depend on us. Because actually your crushing moment does not come and go on its own. There are steps you need to make for it to go. And as quick as you want it, the peace is in your hand. When you're going through that crushing moment, what actually comes into your mind? What actually does your heart triggers for? Because I believe that some situations in life, God is actually using it to teach us some lessons. And probably you're even lucky to face it earlier in your life. Imagine when you're aged and you couldn't do anything anymore. God uses some situation to crush us to bring out the best in us. It's a process of refining you and bringing out who you really are. Probably we are so deceived or so confused and we walk into marriage without arranging our life. What happens from where you are right now? Because actually, when you tell your story to 1 or 2 persons, at a time people will get tired of hearing it. You need to do something to change that story. So that is why I'm talking about what right now, with what you're going through, there's always a feeling. There's always a thin voice that is speaking to you. There's always this thing that when you remember, you feel so angry. I wish I can do this right now. Now this man is making you feel this way. There's another thing your mind will pick up that you feel like this could have been a way to be happy. Because actually being a housewife, it limits you from a lot of things. It limits you from friends. It limits you from even your family. At the long run, you find out that you've lost your friends. You've lost even the relationship you have with your family because you're not useful to them. Financially, you're not. A housewife is always not able to answer her calls when it's required in her homes, more especially financially. How long will you ask your husband to give you money to give your mother? Do you think it's easy? Even if he does once, twice, will he do it the next time? And as time goes on, you find that your family is not receiving your usefulness, and the relationship will reduce. It is very dangerous to be a housewife. Even if you're not going through any challenges right now in your marriage, just know that whatever thing you think you're enjoying now, make use of your time and set up something for yourself, because that enjoyment does not last. That enjoyment does not last. If you have a good man in your life, stand up and be useful to him. Because every man wants a useful woman. No matter the kind of man that tell you, I don't want you to work, that thing is, they don't know what they are saying. Just know that they don't know what they are saying. At a long run, at a time, they will not even remember they are the one that told you not to work. They will be seeing you that you're the problem of yourself, lazy, and not being able to do anything. Your husband needs a financial aid, even as little as it is, he cannot assist. You are just a full liability to your husband. Or when you wake up in the morning, he's scared of the next what you ask of him, how much you will need him to give. When we're growing up then, some children, their father will go to the extent of going out of the house very early in the morning to avoid giving money out, because the wife is doing nothing. So being a liability is the worst thing you can do in your marriage. No matter how sweet it tastes for you now, it doesn't last. Stand up to yourself, be useful on every side. Make sure you're bringing something home every day. It is part of the way to maintain your respect as a woman in your marriage, and also helps you to spice up your marriage. Tell me how you can go out there and get something for your husband when you're not working. Abi, you want to give your husband gifts, you'll be the one to ask him for the money. He will give you the money you use and buy him gifts. Abi, you will stay in a marriage for 1 year, 2 years, you cannot even bring out one thing, say this is what you bought for your husband. Your husband cannot even look at something, say this is what my wife bought for me. You're a liability. So whether you are already facing the consequences of your idleness or not, just understand this. Make use of the time you have right now. If you're already broken by the mistakes you have made, start right now to make an adjustment. What is your mind telling you? What is your feeling speaking? What are you feeling right now? What is starting in your head that you feel like you want to do? You can do something. I know if you're a mother already, it's not going to be easy, but I still believe that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. It's just for us to be willing. It's just for us to be very willing. There's always a grace available for every single thing any man wants to do. You just need to ask God for a way out. And secondly, I've told you we are here. We are here for you. You can always call. Even if there's something you want to do and it's so heavy and heavy burden, you don't know how to go about it, we are here to direct you. We are here to direct you. The truth of the matter is that you must learn how to be happy in marriage. Don't all put your happiness in your husband, like he has to be the person that will bring out something to spice up the marriage. He has to be the one to bring out finances. He has to be the one to do every single thing that has to do with finance. It may not last. No matter how good that man is, he may get tired. And now, he now starts having someone that is deceiving him out there. Find out that you will be so dealt with. Because at a time, he will see some women who are very hardworking and they will start admiring them. And some women who is always seeing such a husband, handsome and hardworking, will start disturbing them. By the time they start disturbing him, he may fall into it. If you're a working woman, there are some respect your husband will give you. There are some ways your husband will not talk to you. When he go out, anything that happens, he will be bold enough to come and discuss it with you. But if you're a housewife, he doesn't see you as his class. No matter that you're his wife, let me tell you the truth, he doesn't see you as his class. He sees you. In fact, some things he wants to talk, he will be feeling it that you will not understand. What do you know? Some business things he wants to talk about, he will be seeing that you will not understand. Some office issues that he wants to discuss, he will be seeing that you don't understand. And before you know it, your relationship with him will be dropping. The companionship will be dropping. He will start looking for friendship who can hear him and who can understand him in some businesses, in some ideas. Even if you know it, he feels you can't because you are not being useful. You are not showing him that you can. By the time he starts having friends outside, definitely your value will drop. How do you make yourself happy? How do you enjoy your marriage? One of the ways to enjoy your marriage is to be useful in your marriage. Forget about the enjoyment you're facing now. You just married. After your honeymoon, you are just enjoying yourself. The only thing you know right now is enjoyment. Yeah, it's good. That's what marriage is all about. But do you want it to last? Then sit up. Actually, marriage is not a bus stop. Marriage is not a bus stop to ladies. That's why those days when a woman gives birth to girls, it's actually an issue in the house. If you marry and give birth to a girl, the third one, everybody's eyes is on you. If you try and give another one girl, there is problem in the house because of this attitude of our women getting married and becoming a housewife. Then how does the family lineage continue? Then how will your parents who has you as their child, what will be their fate at their old age if you have decided to be a housewife? Even the children you have, what training are you giving them? What mentality are they having? Their mother is doing nothing. How would they even defend you? Who is your mother? What does your mother do? What would they say? At the time, you see that some children are becoming so shy to introduce their mother. Some children are no longer proud of their mother. They're only proud of their dad because of the way you have made it. If you cannot stand up for yourself, stand up for the sake of your children. Those you have now and those you're about to give birth to. And now, if you're because of our discussion already, if you're into such a situation, the best thing to do right now is to stand up. Do something meaningful. And I believe by the time you start this, before you know it, that same man that have forgotten you, that have neglected you, will start coming. Because you have started seeing the light in you. That is it. Anyway, we have a lot of things to discuss, but this is it for today. Our next video, we're going to discuss about the implications of lies and cheating in a relationship. The implication, the damages lies and cheating causes in a relationship. Thank you. We'll see you next time in our next videos.